Hi. I know this looks different today, and I'm sorry. I don't know why. I've tried to figure it out, and it was just taking too long. So I'm like, okay, it's going to look like this today. So I'm just floating in the screen. Um, but you can still hear me, so that's good. So this is intonation practice on Wednesday, June 23rd, and we practiced which words should be emphasized by here. The important words are said with higher pitch and longer vowel duration. And this one, a woman visited us while you were sleeping. And over here, I put visited us because even I thought, wow, that seems weird. Visited, the T in the middle changes to a D, and then the D at the end connects to the U. So it really does sound like visited us. That's a lot of da 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 da. A woman visited us, and I should say only the viz is stressed here while you were sleeping, and only the sleep here. So a woman visited us while you were sleeping. A woman visited us while you were sleeping. And there's not many connections in the second one. The R from upper will connect to the E, upper east. And instead of saying east, I'm not going to release the T, and you won't even hear the T at all. I'm going to keep my tongue in the S position, east siders. I'm going to stop the airflow by touching my tongue to the top and stopping the air, and then lowering it down and letting the air flow again. So it's S, stop, S, but no T. East siders, not even a huge stop. East siders that kind of make airflow the whole time. Gossip girl. You don't have to release the p. Hold it. Gossip girl. Hello, Upper East Siders. Hello can be as friendly as you want. The higher and longer you stretch it, the more friendly it sounds. So if you just say hello, great. But if you say hello, woo, that's much more. Hello, Upper East Siders. Gossip girl here. He has not written to us since last February. And this one had a lot of sound differences with individual words. So, written is actually, where is it? Here. Written. You don't say the T's at all. You put your tongue up in the T position. Written. And then you just make the noise. Written. And Feb, you don't say the R. Febru, you don't even say the R at all. This is just dividing it into syllables. Febru, air, E, but it really sounds like Febya or Febu, but no R. February. And the where has to have a good air sound. Air, where. So you have to open a little bit more. If not, it'll sound like we're. And that sounds like weary instead of wary. February. So together, he has not written to us. He has not written to us since last February. English is a universal language and is used all over the world. This one has a lot of connections. Is, I changed that S to a Z to represent that it really does sound like a Z. Englishes will connect. Is will connect. And then is used, I changed these S's to Z's to remind you that they're Z's. And then over here, I put what it really does sound like. And is used all over, I should divide that into two syllables, lover the world. I should put this the world. And that really sounds like world. And another way to think of it is all, excuse me, all over. So I'll just put that here. All over. And take that off. And is used all over. And is used all over the world. So altogether, English is a universal English is a universal language and is used all over the world. It's higher and longer on ing and ver and all. I wish my social skills could improve during the pandemic. So really the only connection is this D connecting to the I could improve. I underline dem because that is the stressed syllable within that word. So you still say pandemic, but we're not going to go too much higher so that it won't sound too jumpy. Like, I wish my social skills could improve during the pandemic. That's a little too many times in a short space. So it's at the end of the sentence. It's natural to keep going down. I wish my social skills could improve during the pandemic. I wish my social skills could improve during the pandemic. A thought-provoking and fascinating work. A thought-provoking and fascinating work. You don't have to release the K at the end. You can just hold your tongue in the K position. A thought provoking and fascinating work. And I didn't say and to make most of the time, and can get shortened to just and when it's connecting two things together. Like, and even then it can get shortened to just like salt and pepper. But here I'm going to say thought provoking and fascinating work. Dangers of, I changed this S to a Z, and so showing that it's connecting. Voices, I changed that S to a Z so you can, that's really what it sounds like. And listening, you can pronounce it either way, 2 syllables, listening, or 3 syllables, listening. They're both fine. It's the same situation as you can say probably with 2 syllables or probably with 3 syllables. I'm going to choose the shortest one possible. Dangers of solely listening to the loudest voices. Dangers of solely listening to the loudest voices. And I had to look up this word because I had no idea. Knit jacquard fabric. Knit jacquard fabric. And we had a few words, and I will get back to you, Toe, on better examples. Itchy. The vowel here is I, as in hit. Itchy. And itching. Same I. Itching. Addicting. The stressed vowel is the same I. Addictive. The same vowel I. Written. The same vowel I. And then we get a new vowel, fe. February. The vowel in feb is e. January. The vowel in jan is a. Oh, we didn't. I skipped this one. I'm sorry. Itinerary. Itinerary. It's 5 syllables. Itinerary. Dun 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 dun. Second one. I'm gonna put itinerary. 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 I think the rarely might be more difficult. So keep your tongue curled back when you say rare. Hold it there. Re. Rare. Itinerary. And the vowel, stressed vowel is I. 10. Language. The vowel lang is a. Language. That's a really weird combination. Gwidge. This is use, used, used to. So if it means the purpose of something, like what's the use of trying, it will sound like use, you with an S, and the stressed sound is oo. If it's the action, how do you use this? It will sound like a Z at the end, use. If it's something that's not new, I bought a used car, it will sound like a ZD. Oo is still the stressed vowel. And if it's something in the past you used to do, I used to exercise, it will sound like an S, used to. You won't hear any D at all. Oo is the stressed vowel. And world, this is the world. This is, remember, curl your tongue back, and as you're moving from R to L, keep making voicing. World. But you don't have to release the D. World. Hold the tongue in the L position for a little longer so that we can hear the L because you do have to hear the L. World. Jackard. The vowel is ah. Okay, that's it. It took me longer to get my trying to get the camera to work well than it did to read all the words. Thanks for coming, and I hope to see you again. And if not, please join us anytime. Have a good night.